Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Okay, class, how are you today?
I'm fine, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. Before we start the lesson, please the leader lead the prayer first.
Okay, class, before we start our lesson, let's pray together first. Pray, start. Finish.
Thank you very much. Okay, who's absent today?
No one, ma'am.
Okay, great. And then, are you ready to study chemistry today?
Ready, ma'am.
Okay, so is anyone still remember what is the last material that we have learned before?
Me.
Yes, Ikvi?
Yesterday we learned about acid-base concept. There are the Arrhenius and Bronsted-Lowry concept. There are any categories from acid is there are any weak acid and strong acid. For base there are any weak and base strong base.
Okay, thank you very much. Now look at the PowerPoint in there. Yes, last week we have learned about acid-base concept, which is this concept is about the Arrhenius theory and then the Bronsted-Lowry theory. The acid has a strong acid and weak acid, and in the base is there any strong base and weak base. So according to the Bronsted-Lowry, the acid is a donor protons or the base is a acceptor protons. So do you still remember it?
Yes, miss.
Okay, thank you, because this material will be connected with our lesson today. Now, look at the PowerPoint. Is anyone can tell me what is the first picture about?
Me, ma'am.
Okay, Dita.
This is a bleach. My mother usually use this to wash my clothes.
Okay, thank you very much. Did you know the compound of this apparel bleach so it can remove the stain in our clothes and our clothes became clean?
I think I know, ma'am.
Yes?
When the apparel bleach is formed, it will come from salt. So the apparel bleach is NaOCl. This salt is formed from acid and base.
Okay, yes, great. This apparel bleach is the compound in the salt is any acid and any base, which is the acid is a hypochlorous acid, which is either a weak acid, and then the base is strong base, it is a sodium hydroxide. Okay, now for the second picture, is anyone can tell me what is the picture about?
Me, ma'am.
Yes, Ikvi?
There is a fertilizer. It is usually used to plant a plant to make a fertile plant.
Okay. Yes, you're great. This is the ZA fertilizer or ammonium sulfate fertilizer. So when we grow crops, the soil requires pH for our plants. So through a hydrolysis reaction, the type of fertilizer we can obtain, it is not too alkaline or not too base. So what do you think about it? Yes, Tita?
Because the fertilizer is a compound from salt. There are any acid and base to compound in the fertilizer.
Yes, you're great. Thank you very much. So, do you know what is the hydrolysis salt?
Yes, miss.
Yes?
Salt hydrolysis is a reaction which the acid base with water.
Okay, thank you. The answer is almost correct, so I will clarify. The salt hydrolysis is the composition of reaction between cations and salt anion and water in a reaction. So, we have learned about the materials that we have to last week. There are any acid-base concept from Bronsted-Lowry. There are any weak acid and strong acid, and then the weak base and strong base. Do you still remember it, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay, now we will do a simple experiment about the salt hydrolysis. But before that, I will tell you what is the learning goals of today. The first, students can determine the pH of a hydrolysis salt solution through class discussion correctly. And then the second, students can analyze the types of salt that have hydrolysis through observation correctly. And then the third, students can design salt hydrolysis simple experiment through observation correctly. And then the last, students can conclude the characteristic of salt compound through simple experiment correctly.